it's me, Bren, and I'm in the mudroom. Actually, I'm getting ready to show you these awesome trees we just brought back to add to our tree farm. Did I just say tree farm? Who knows? This is gonna be fun. All right, here we go. We had to bring them in to the mudroom last night. We just brought them back from Texas, and I got a couple things from Tennessee too. What I want to talk about today are this new Pluot variety we have. There's actually 4 different Pluots on one tree, and we got 2 of them. My husband did this. He loves his Pluots. I love Pluots. He asked me first anyhow because I don't know, he's just being nice, I guess. I'm wondering what the heck, how did they get 4 different trees on one tree? 4 different varieties. Well, this is how. It's called grafting, okay? Grafting. I'll put it in the description here and you can look it up, or I'll give you a link to some great information that is on extension offices throughout our country, actually. These Pluots, the Pluot, originally, we first had our first Pluot, which you may be thinking, what the heck is a Pluot? Well, a Pluot, this was one of our first ones, is a mix between a plum and an apricot, okay? And you end up with these beautiful fruits, and they're amazing. They're my favorite. And our harvests off these are huge here in Northwest Ohio. I grow in 5B. And here's some information. I'll take pictures and I'll show you these. And you can also find these Pluots. We had a few different nurseries and garden centers, but here's where they come from. Dave Wilson Nursery. All right, so let me show you this. I'll show you the tag. 4, can you read that? Oops, sorry, here we go. 4-in-1 Pluot, okay? Here's what it is. And what you get on this, you'll see there's 4 branches. So that's a whole nother video if you want to find out about pruning and all that. You gotta be careful. Here's what's on this tree. We got this. Here's the other one, another variety. And another variety. And last but not least, I want to be careful not to knock any buds off because this fruit actually, this tree has fruit on it already. Because we confined ourselves to our RV and drove down, picked these up, and drove back to Ohio. Here's the other one. And there is actually, look really close. Oh, I'm so excited, look, really close. Those are little fruits. Let's see if I can zoom in. There they are, little fruits. So we want to be really careful, and that's why we have them in the mudroom here. All right, so we brought these back on the back of our RV. My kumquat and my paw-paw tree, which will be another video. I actually put in the shower in the camper, just because we hightailed it back, so we didn't really have to take a shower. And if we did, they're small enough I can lift them up, and that's a whole nother video. Well, not me in the shower, but you know what I'm saying. So these are, they spent the night here in this is my mudroom. And the reason is, it snowed here last night. It was pretty cold. I wanted to protect them. Me and my husband, actually, we're gonna do a little looking at the weather forecast and checking out the trees, what stage, where they're at, because they actually came from Texas. We picked them up in Texas. And it's a lot warmer in Texas, except when we were there. But I loved it. It was still 55. And Texans, though, they were freezing. But the trees were doing great. And they're actually a good 2 months ahead of us in Ohio, where they're at right now, because they have fruit on them. And I don't want to lose that fruit. So my husband was very careful with wrapping them with burlap. And the garden center we bought them from was amazing. They helped load us up, and they kept the trees looking amazing and had them all ready for us. And here they are, they're back in Ohio. And now the fun part of getting some fruit, like they're there, it's there. So now we're gonna have to be really careful because I'm in hardiness zone 5B, 6, and that's important to know because we could still get a frost. Heck, we had snow last night. We could get a freeze, a pretty good freeze, all the way up till May 15th. And the way we've been going the last few years, we could have snow in April, which the snow doesn't hurt too much, but you know, if you got fruit coming, well, I don't want to play that game. So our goal here is to keep these so we get a harvest, and this is going to be fun. So I want to note that you don't have to drive to Texas to pick up Pluots or order Pluots or kumquats that I show in this video today. You can actually mail order them online, but here's the thing. When my husband found these online, he's actually been watching Pluots and different ones in different garden centers because we just love them here, and they produce so well, huge crops, and we just love the flavor. And oddly enough, the deer don't get at them, which I don't know what that's about. I think there's just so much other goodies in the woods that surrounds our orchard that they're getting into, maybe. I don't know. But if you mail order these and you have them shipped to you, they're much smaller, and they're also bare root, which means there's no soil like this. I mean, we basically went down and picked up trees that have the harvest on them, so that was well worth it. And gas prices were so cheap, and we love going on road trips in our camper and checking out garden centers and parks and all that kind of stuff. Of course, these times were different. We do have a kind of like a shutdown going on. I don't know what you would call it. Each state is different, and it was really interesting to see how each state responded to what's going on in our nation right now. But one thing for sure, everybody has still had smiles on their faces, especially down south. I think everybody's just so nice. And we're Americans, and we like our Pluots. I also want to note that shipping can be kind of expensive sometimes, but well worth it for these trees. They're beautiful, and you can find so many more different varieties of different trees when you shop online at nurseries and mail orders that you trust. And we trust these guys. We've ordered from them before, but this time around we had planned on going down to pick them up. So when we loaded up the camper to head down to pick up the trees, in this camper, we actually could live in it for, well, a few years ago, we actually spent about 3 weeks in it. And you could do that easily and actually stay inside if you have to. It's so nice driving around. The windows are nice and big, and you can see everything well. So you're really kind of self-quarantined in an RV like this. You don't even have to get out to, you know, like some of the pole behind you have to get out, turn generators on if it's cold, you know, all kinds of things like that. This one, you're pretty much in it. You just have to get out to refill, which my husband did a couple of times. I think we had to fill up 9 times. And each time before getting in the camper, he has a system of wiping his hands down really good. Really good. And then, of course, I give him my cleaning ritual when he gets in, and the knobs where he touches. And I was just wiping everything down more so than normally. And I'm kind of a clean freak as is. And we reached our destination down in northeastern Texas, Bob Wells Nursery. I originally got out to check out the herbs and some veggies they had sitting out on the counter near a greenhouse. When I peeked in the greenhouse, which by the way is open to the public for service, customers buy these. Oh my goodness, it smelled like heaven in here. They had every citrus I'd ever seen. Beautiful trees, healthy, and many had fruit on them. I was kicking myself. I wanted one of everything, but yeah, my trailer's only so big on the back of the RV. Look at all this. In fact, I'll probably put a album up featuring all these photos that I took in that greenhouse, just to give you an idea. So watch for that on my website at brenhaas.com. And I also found my paw-paw I've been looking for. So I was pretty excited to get back home to get my kumquats and the paw-paw into the dome. I'm excited about that. Oliver was pretty excited to see the 2 new trees I brought into the RV. He wasn't able to get out at the nursery with me this time because it was raining and kind of muddy. excited about that, to get to have those here, to add to my collection of unique plants and trees that I grow here in Ohio. He actually said that every time we go on trips, we should put the carrier back here. Awesome! More plant shopping for me. Thanks for checking out my creative adventure video today. I hope you will comment and leave any questions on the post here. And also check out my website at brenhaas.com, where you'll find more information about what I've got growing in Ohio and other road trips and fun recipes and all kinds of cool stuff. I'm excited to connect with you.